Well, folks, here I am again with the segment, Yes or No! Conspiracies of our political leaders. Now, as many of you guys probably know, the conservative Senator Ted Cruz dropped out of the presidential race about 2 weeks ago. He suspended his presidential campaign on Tuesday following a devastating primary loss in Indiana to Donald Trump. Now, clearly, people do not think he's a good presidential candidate. Instead of representing our nation as a presidential leader, he is better known as a Zodiac killer. Specifically, the killer that terrorized Northern California in the 60s and 70s, who has never been identified or captured. Now, some people believe that Ted Cruz might be this killer who is infamous for sending taunting cryptogram letters and is responsible for taking the lives of 20-something people. Now, let's look at the timeline of his life. Well, Ted Cruz was born in 1970 in Canada, and the first murder by the Zodiac Killer happened in 1968. He was so skilled that he killed someone even before he was in his mother's womb. Now, he wasn't even a fetus, he was just an underdeveloped egg. Impressive. Here's some plausible explanations to why conspiracy exists. First of all, you have to take a good look at the comparison of their pictures. They look more than 95.79% similar, especially if you squint real hard. No, harder. Not quite. Harder. Now that's more like it, Ted. Second, he says things that make him sound like a killer. On 25 Things You Don't Know About Me, I can quote every line from the Princess Bride edition of US Weekly. He quoted, "When I'm away from the family in Washington, D.C., my dinner is a can of soup. I have dozens in the pantry." Now, a normal human being does not say things like, "I have dozens in the pantry." That just makes you sound like a serial killer talking about the collection of body parts you have in the pantry. Now, last but not least, Cruz has never denied the fact that he might be the murderer. Ladies and gentlemen, we have all the proof that we need here. My final answer is yes! Clearly, the conspiracy of Ted Cruz is a fact. Back to you, Stephanie and Christine.